What's going on? Welcome to Asian Cosell. I wanted to cover this issue in my Korea series. Yeah, and this is a thing: the Kopino children left by their Korean fathers. And yeah, and it's very prevalent. So let's look at a quick video, and then I'll explain what's going on. So here we go. Let's go from CNA. Get real, the Kopino children.
It was a whirlwind romance. 2 months after dating, they got married. But the moment Connie gave birth to her first child, her Korean husband disappeared.
Hanggang tawag ako ng tawag noong 2005. Hello, ganun lang, tapos binababa niya.
Sabihin ng Korean sa asawa niyang Pilipina at anak, uwi muna ako ng Korea at maghahanap buhay. Sandali lang, babalik agad ako. Pag-uwi niya ng Korea, hindi na bumalik.
Koreans form the biggest tourist group in the Philippines. But this influx has led to a social problem. An increasing number of Kopino children. Kopinos are children with Korean fathers and Filipino mothers. Most of them have been abandoned by their fathers.
Asan kayong papa ko ngayon, ma? Sabi ko, hayaan mo, baka may pamilya na yun, ay baka may asawa na yun.
Baka pumunsan. Yan siya makapunta rito.
There are no official figures, but welfare groups estimate that there are about 10,000 Kopino children across the Philippines. Most of them struggle with poverty and their identity. What can be done to help these children?
Okay, let's see. After seeing that video, this was a video 11 years ago. So they said 10,000. I think right now in 2025 there may be over 30 to 40, maybe as up to 50,000 Kopino children. So yeah, and 1 out of 4 tourists are from South Korea, and I live in South Korea, so and we have a lot of Koreans living in the Philippines. 30,000 in Cebu. Estimation. You guys can fact check if you want. A lot in the what is it? Angeles City. And that's a prevalent area for a lot of Koreans. There's even a Koreatown in Angeles City. So, that's the one part I haven't been to in the Philippines, but I've been to Cebu a bunch of times. And, there's a lot of a lot of Korean influenced Koreans out there. Now with the emergence of K-pop and K-drama, there's a lot of, things going on with this. And then, to get into Korea, it's really tough to, get into, because if you don't have the money, it is just basic, even for most Filipinos, And we have about, in Korea, we have about over 50,000 to 60,000 Filipinos that live there. Majority, this is not to stereotype the Filipinos, but majority lives up, are doing, factory work, farming work, because why? Because no Korean wants to do it. Just like America, a lot of Americans don't want to do agriculture. It's just, we usually use the Mexicans or somewhere else, and that's just the thing in Korea too. And it's a peninsula. So, the country is in a peninsula. So, yeah. So a lot of it is just, lots of fathers leave their kids behind, because here's a problem. Usually, if I'm the Filipino, I would ask for a centimar, which is, show that you're single, and same for, the father who asked the Filipina. But, he secretly could probably be married to a Korean woman, Sometimes that happens, and then they just say, okay, I knocked her up, and then in Korean society, it's just like a no, it just looks real bad, And even if 2025, again, this video was 10 years ago, 2015, things are changing, but, not, of course, it's never going to be fast enough. So that's what we're dealing with. And, a lot of these Kopino children have no rights to South Korea. Now, I'm sorry to sound like a broken record, but what the father has to do in South Korea is register the kid in the family registry. That's the problem with all this. And even if I was born in the U.S., as you see my background flag, my father had to register me in the family registry. Even overseas Koreans, they have to register their kids. So yeah, and a lot of the fathers are not able to register their Kopino kid into the family registry. So that just leaves them out in the dust, even if you have a DNA, but who's a father? You can't tell. And then, one of the guys put the information about the fathers out there, like, hey, who is this? And then, that guy got sued because, there's defamation laws, but of course it's in the Philippines, where he put all that out there. But depending on who the person is, just Koreans are going to sue, but I'm just like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's the issue here with those Kopino kids. A lot of them are just left behind, have nowhere to go. And, and even in the Philippines, you guys can fact check me on this. Sometimes, for the kids that go to school, they can't even sometimes get registered for the proper schooling too, because they're like, who's the father, So, and it makes it really hard for that, now that single mother. So, yeah. And of course, majority of those, Filipino moms can't come to Korea, because you got to have money. You got to have, you got to show business. I mean, I go, hey, since you had, like some of the players, because, on my other channel, I covered basketball players, the Filipino basketball players. And I asked, so was it easy to come here? And she goes, no, I had to go through all kinds of crap. And, this lady has like all kinds of businesses. So I had to have a notebook this big. So, yeah. So even if you have money, you sometimes have to show so much proof. So, yeah. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's a video. And yeah, we'll see. And hopefully something will change. But right now, things ain't moving fast enough. All right, so if any of you enjoyed any of this content, please give me the HKO special, help the king out, hit the like, subscribe, and comment. And wherever you are, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video.